Hi, how are you? I'm Anthony from Cypher House, and today I am at the Pennsylvania State Capitol Complex building. I'm at the State Capitol building today because just a couple of blocks from here is the Harrisburg Greenbelt. It's a very long path that runs along the major Harrisburg area. And ever since I first found out about the Greenbelt, I had one thought in my mind. That seems like a great place to solve some puzzles. So the challenge for today is a fairly simple one. I am going to start walking along the Harrisburg Greenbelt, and I'm not allowed to stop walking until I solve the crossword puzzle. I'm not allowed to turn around and come back to where my car is parked until I've solved the crossword puzzle. So there's not really a punishment, but essentially I have to walk further and return back further the longer that it takes me to solve the crossword. So that's sort of the main goal, I suppose, is to solve it quickly enough that I don't have to walk too far. The part of the Greenbelt that I'm going to be walking on is along the Susquehanna River, so we are coming right up on that here. There she is, the beautiful, probably polluted Susquehanna River. Hey, buddy. There wouldn't happen to be any crossword puzzles in that newspaper you're reading, are there? No? No, it doesn't look like it. That's a shame. All right, we have made it to the Greenbelt. We've got a long stretch of walking and biking path that we'll be able to utilize. So I'm gonna start walking down there, and that means it's time for me to take out the crossword puzzle. The crossword puzzle that we're solving today is an Emily Cox and Henry Rathbun puzzle, and viewers of my Twitch channel will suspect that I've already solved this one because, well, I've already said that I'm out of Cox and Rathbun puzzles to solve. That wasn't technically true. I've solved all of their puzzles in the Wall Street Journal, but I haven't actually gone back and solved their puzzles from their days publishing in the Atlantic. So I do have some Cox and Rathbun puzzles that I've been sitting on for special moments like this one. The puzzle that we're working on today is a Emily Cox and Henry Rathbun puzzle called Partners. And essentially the way that it works is several of our clues are partner clues, which means when we enter them into the grid, we actually have to pair them up. I think there's 16 partner clues. We need to pair them up in some way with a connecting letter. So we might have like a 3-letter word and a 4-letter word with a connecting letter in between them to get one 8-letter grid entry. We need to use the normal across and down clues to figure out where they go. And when we use the connecting letters for the partner clues, that will spell out the final answer for the puzzle. Those letters should tell us what holds the partnerships together. So that's our goal, is to figure out what that 8-letter hold of the partnerships is going to be. And I'm not allowed to turn around and walk back to my car until I figure that out. So obviously it's going to be a little bit hard for me to hold and write on the crossword puzzle while also filming. Essentially, when I'm writing in an answer, I will have to stop recording. I will have no choice. So I'm going to try to solve a couple of them at a time. Point out succeeding bagel choice. Okay, I think 10 across is option. Bagel's an O. Point out means anagram point. And that's succeeding, so after the bagel, so we get option is a choice. 11, auto manufacturer had no convertible. That has to be an anagram of had no, so it's Honda is the auto manufacturer. Preserve in salsa verde, it's just a hidden in salsa verde. The answer is save. All right, I got across the street here, so the puzzle's going away. We are aware of our surroundings in these parts. I found some nice benches on the other side of the street, so I took the opportunity to fill in the answers that I've solved so far on the puzzle. I also took a moment to fill in the bars for the across answers that were given. All right, what do we got next? 17, insect continued passing. Insect continued passing. Passing could be a P. Insect could be like, 4-letter insect ending with a P. A wasp? Was is continued? Yeah, that sounds about right. 20, natural disaster of old reviewed. Natural disaster of old reviewed. I think I'm anagramming of old to get flood there. Flood's the natural disaster. 22, measure the amount of gold in spur from the east. Measure, well, when I think of measuring gold, I think of carats. Maybe I need like a 3-letter word for spur. And then, yeah, I think it's gonna be gauge. We put AU for gold into egg for spur on, like spur somebody on, you egg them on. We do have some benches here, so I will probably take the opportunity to fill in my answers again. All right, I have finished with my pause at the benches to fill in answers. So that means it's time to start on the down clues then. Head of family, cut turkey. Well, head of family is a letter F, it's the first letter. And I'm thinking cut is lop, so that would give flop, which I think there's a context where turkey means flop. I think it's like a bad, I think they're both words that could mean like a failure, essentially. 2 down, copy plastic ear clip. I'm guessing plastic is an anagram indicator here. Replica? Yeah, I think 2 down's replica. Spanish number among hypochondriacs. So I'm guessing it's a hidden word in hypochondriacs. Oh, ocho. Ocho is in the middle of hypochondriacs. 7 down. Attack someone taking the blame for others. Attack someone taking the blame for others. Somebody who takes the blame is the goat. And this clue is indicated as 2 2-letter words. So if we split goat apart in that way, we get go at, which means attack. All right, one more clue, and then I'm gonna stop at those benches to fill in what I got so far. 12 down. Network, withdrawing, desire, and charm. Network could be web. Withdrawing could be backwards, so bew. Desire, want. Charm, bewitch. Ah, it's bewitch. Desire's an itch. All right, I've filled in my down answers up to this point. As a reminder, I don't have to solve every single clue. I just have to figure out what the 8-letter word is for the partners that holds the partnerships together. Bunch of criminals brought back trouble for nerve centers. Let's see, bunch of criminals could be like a mob. Oh, I'm wondering if it's ganglia. Ganglia is nerve centers. Gang is a bunch of criminals, and it's bringing back ale, which is trouble. 16 down, monkey rushes about. Monkey rushes about. I'm guessing monkey is our definition. About is an anagram indicator. And so I need to anagram rushes to get a word that means monkey. Is it rhesus? I think it's Reese's, like Reese's monkey. 18 down, drinks loudly dispensing with pint and speaks drunkenly. I have an SL in the grid, so I'm thinking it might be slurs for speaks drunkenly. What would the word play be? Drinks loudly could be slurps. But it's dispensing, so getting rid of pint. Getting rid of the P in slurps gives slurs. 21 down, blasted lawyer and nurse. Okay, I'm guessing blasted is the definition. Nurse is RN, right? Is it torn? No. What's the abbreviation for lawyer? Oh no. Do I have any letters in the grid? For 21, it starts with a D. DA. DA is a lawyer. So darn. Darn is blasted. That sounds right. Oh, like blast it. Oh, like curses. Darn it. There's a bench here though, so I think I'm going to stop and fill in the rest of my down clues. All right, there's the current grid state. Oh, it's getting windier. Ah. Okay, I think I got 12 across. Bishop and American playwright. Bishop is the letter B. I think the American playwright is INGE. Not sure how that name is pronounced, but I'm pretty sure I've heard it before in crosswords. And that would mean binge is excessive consumers. So I think that sounds right. All right, let's look at some more partners. Call shady group of associates. I think that's ring. I think that's just going to be ring. To call somebody is to ring them, and to ring like a cartel ring is a shady group of associates, like a crime ring. Maintaining velocity, stop, fall. This is partner clue F. Velocity is probably a V. Maintaining velocity could mean that velocity is being put inside of the next word, which is stop, to get a word that means fall. Oh, dive. Dive would work for that. Die is stop, it maintains velocity, we put a V inside and we get dive, which is fall. Studiously read opening. Like scan, pour? I think it's pour. Like to pour over a textbook, or a pore is an opening in our skin. All right, with that, I'm going to pause at this bench, fill in what I got. All right, after that break, here's where our grid's at. We're making decent progress. I filled dive into the grid. I saw we had a D and a V, and I thought, well, that's probably where dive is gonna go. So we have a connecting letter right after dive, and then another probably 4-letter partner word that starts with a G. I haven't filled in ring or pour yet, but I wrote down their answers next to the partner clues. Let's keep reading through the partner clues. We've got play the odds, taking second in defeat. Play the odds is bet. It takes a letter S for second. And best. If you best somebody, you defeat them. Puts in order for beers keeping trendy. Okay, I think puts in order is the definition. Beers are ales, and if something's trendy, it's in. So I think it's aligns. Trash includes large design. So I gotta put an L in trash to get design. Is it plan? Does pan mean trash? I know pan can be like an insult, like to roast somebody. L, we have victory by general military division. Victory is a win, general is a G, and a wing is a military division. Number is in reach for fellow. Number is in reach for fellow. If you reach something, you get to it, and number is an N. So if we put an N in get, we get gent, which is a fellow. Votes against fools. Votes against fools. I'm thinking it's cons, yeah. If you're against something, you're listing the cons. So cons are votes against, and if you con somebody, you fool them. I'm gonna stop on this bench right here and fill in my answers. Okay, here we are after filling stuff in there. I put gent in the grid after dive with the connecting letter R, because that gives divergent, and I thought that fit pretty good. We did get a lot of partner clues there, so I'm hoping I can get a couple others, especially longer ones like aligns. It actually looks like it goes at the end of this, this third to last row here. So something aligns going over there. I'm wondering if A for the partner clue is tour, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure tourmaline is like, is that like a biochemical or something? Is tourmaline like a thing? Choose a bass for auditioning instrument. Ah, is that piccolo? Pick is pick. Bass. Low. Bass is low. Yeah, piccolo. Does that help? That gives me a P. Ah, so I think that shows me where pour goes. I think pour goes from 9 down, because that 9 across is going to start with a P there. So that's promising. How far have I walked? It's very easy to get wrapped up in this puzzle. And I don't actually know how far I've come. There's a bench coming up. I'm probably gonna stop there to fill in piccolo and pour. All right, not a ton came from that, except filling in the C from piccolo did make me think that maybe cons is going at the beginning of that fourth to last column there. So, I think I just saw in the fourth column from the left, it's looking an awful lot like Singapore could go down there, which would actually mean I'm wrong with putting pour over here, but I can move it, that's not a problem. That would mean we need another partner clue whose answer is sing. It's probably the last one. Carol's crime coming at the end. So Carol is sing, crime is sin, and then coming at the end, the last letter of coming is a G. About 24 across. Gets the stones out of theater areas. Gets the stones out of pits? Pits or theater areas. Okay, I literally just stepped up to the bench. I'm gonna fill that one in. All right, here's the status after that bench stop. We have officially 2 of our 8 letters for the partner clues and what holds them all together. As a reminder, as soon as I solve that, as soon as I get that 8-letter word, I'm allowed to go the other way. I can work on the other clues on my way back if I want. We got the R in tour from Singapore, so I really do think tourmalines might be correct. I'm thinking best could potentially go where I had poor before, with the B where I had put the R, and then EST down, and then we have an O, and then it would have to be a 3-letter, our only 3-letter connecting word, which would end with an N. So if I can figure out that clue is style, anything but retro. Anything but is not. Retro is going backwards, and tone, T-O-N, is style. So that's Bestatin? Why doesn't that sound like a word? Bestotin. I do think tone is correct, but maybe I'm wrong about where best goes. There is somewhere else best could go. I'm gonna stop at this bench here, but explain it right before sitting down. Best could go in the very top row. It could be bestowing. That would take care of best and wing and give us a connecting O up there. All right, here we are after that bench stop. I put in bestowing along the top row, and I put in tour and aligns without filling in the middle letter yet into the third to last row. I also realized just as I was standing up that plan is looking pretty good at the beginning of the 4th row there. I also think 3 down, I got a B from bestowing. I think 3 down might be botany. That does give me the A for plan as well. Botany and plan share the A in that space, so that's probably correct. Oh, I have a lot of letters for this sport gastrointestinal parasite. Fun is sport, gastrointestinal is GI, and so fungi is parasite. I think I see 6 down, self-running colony. I think I see 6 down. Self is I, running is on. If something's running, it's turned on. Article is just the letter A. And it's about the letter I for 1. That gives Ionia, which is a Greek colony. Nice little scenic lookout to fill in my answers. All right, another pause and another set of filled in answers. That one was actually super productive. I put little arrows around the outside of the grid where I think our remaining 5 partnerships are going into the grid. I think partner clue E. Salt is the letter S, nudges is pokes, and handholds on a ship's steering wheel are therefore spokes. And spokes goes really well at the top of column 5 there. Well, if spokes does go there, that means plankton. Plankton is our partner clue that starts with plan. Okay, that's huge. That gives me a K in my final answer. And that would go at the end of the word. So we'd have something like a mork. What holds these partnerships together? I think it's teamwork. Stop! Teamwork holds them together. Where am I? I am at the Pennsylvania State Association of Boroughs. This is where I'm turning around and starting to walk back. According to my calculations right now, I walked around 2.5 miles, and I think it took me about an hour and 15 minutes just about. That's with a lot of stopping. Yeah, I haven't really walked that far from when I figured out teamwork, but knowing that teamwork is the final answer kind of helps a lot of things fall into place. I'm pretty sure that my final down clue, the tiny pet snarled an old picture, I think is tin type, but I do think that the other down partnership that starts with cons is constrain. I'm thinking the clue 15 across, the normal clue, is spatter. Okay, I think I got the last bit of the grid here. I think I finished it. Running down that last partnership that goes with spokes is Omen. Omen goes at the end of that. So that entire glued together phrase is spokeswomen, which gives us the W for teamwork. That also helped me get the across, the final across partnership. Care is indeed the answer to B. That word that runs across is going to be careering. Careering, which gives us another E for teamwork, and that finishes spelling teamwork. So I was right with my teamwork guess. That means I filled in the entire grid, solved every clue, finished the puzzle. Now all I gotta do is get back to my car. Okay, I have successfully made it back to my car. I'm sitting in my car now and I'll be pulling out very soon. Hello, it's Editor Anthony here. I really messed up the outro when I was recording it in my car. So that means I'm just going to have to do it right here. I had a lot of fun with recording this video, and I hope that you enjoyed watching it. But let me know if you like this format and this style of video. Also, I'm still doing my best to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing so. It would mean a whole lot to me. Thank you so very much. Until next time, I hope that everybody has a great day, and as always, happy escaping. Bye.